Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to show you how I made this squishy vending machine, and this one is a little bit different from my last one, so I hope you like it. So what I started off with was this soap and glory box. Now you don't have to obviously use a box like this if you don't have one. You can always have a cardboard box and put a cellophane screen in like I did on my last DIY, but I had this box hanging around from Christmas as my sister bought it for me as part of a gift set, so I just decided to use that. So what I did was I cut down a piece of cardboard to the same width as the box, and I just cut this in half. I then made sure that to angle them at a V shape I could still fit my prize through the little gap in between the both, and I'm actually using these little toy capsules to put all my prizes and stuff in, as it's a lot easier. As I found last time when I did a squishy vending machine, all my squishies were different sizes and shapes, so trying to make them fit all the way through, sometimes they would jam up and stuff, so I figured buying these little capsules would kind of help. So what I did was I just hot glued these into place so that the little capsule could still fit through that gap. Next, in order to make the bit that's going to move the capsule from the top to the bottom, I just use a toilet roll tube, and this was just the empty tube that comes obviously from toilet roll, and I just cut out a section so that it turned into a little cup that would move the capsule from the top of it to one of the sides. I also cut this down so that it would fit inside of the box once the lid was on, so that it was the same height as everything else. And then what I went ahead and did was took a wooden stick. I think this is actually for those jumbo lollies that you see, the hard lollies. And what I did was I just stuck this to the back of the toilet roll tube so that I was able to spin it around. What I then did was worked out how much I needed to trimmed off any bits that were dragging, and then I made a little hole in the back of the box so that I could poke the wooden stick through. I just made this by stabbing my scissors in and just went through. I then popped the wooden stick in it and just made sure that it completely span round and worked in the way that I wanted it to. I just wanted it to pop the capsule from the top to the bottom. So next I needed to pop a hole in the lid too so that the stick would poke through the lid as well. So I just popped the box on top of the lid and then just made a hole in the same way with my scissors. I then made sure this all lined up by popping it all back together and just giving it a quick test. So then I went ahead and made another little hole and just cut out a little section for where I wanted the prize to be collected from, and that was on the bottom right hand corner, so I just cut that out. You can obviously put it on the left if you want to, but I just wanted mine here, so I just made a little flap and left that bit on it. I then went ahead and cut out a little coin slot on the far left, and I just did this with my scissors again, but you could use an X-Acto knife if you have one. So next I needed to stop the capsule going into the left hand side, so what I did was I marked out where that toilet roll tube spins, and then I just popped a little bit of cardboard below it so that it just makes sure that it falls in that one side. I then needed to make a stopper for the coin, so I just popped a little bit of cardboard in so when the coin goes in there it then just stops in that section. What I then went ahead and did was took some little squares of cardboard and cut out squares, and I just put these all the way around the wooden stick on the outside of the lid. I then attached this so that I was able to have a button, and I just hot glued it down in place so that once you move that square the whole stick would move. As you can see here, I put a little bit of cardboard on top. So what I then needed to do was raise the platform inside, as it was quite wide for my capsules. If you're making this box you won't have this problem, but my capsules I had two width in the box, so I just made a little stand so that the back of the box was raised so that I wouldn't end up getting 3, 4, 5 capsules coming through at a time, so I just wanted to make that hole smaller. So I just made little stands with bits of cardboard, I hot glued them and then popped that bit down onto it so that I was able to have another platform. I also added a little bit in the bottom because I didn't have a long enough piece of cardboard. Now I didn't film this bit, but I did actually put another piece of toilet roll tube on the back of the I don't know what you would call it, the scoop bit, because once I twisted it I realised that the capsules just kept flowing through, so as you can see here that blocks it from happening. What I also did was I cut off the extra bit of wood. I just sawed that off with a small handsaw, and I then made another solid circle piece to stick on so that the bottom was more secure. Once I had a solid piece of cardboard on this, I then took a really thin piece and just wrapped it all the way around the edge to make sure that the button, well, it's not a button, it's kind of like a tiny little like knob thing, but I just made sure that this was all encased in and nice and neat, so I just hot glued some card on around that. Once I had that bit fully in place, I then went ahead and painted the rest of the Soap and Glory box in a nice light pink colour. You can paint this whatever colour you want, or whatever kind of cardboard box you have. If it's already coloured, you won't need to do that, but obviously I had all this branding on, so I just wanted to paint mine in a nice pink colour. The paint I used for this was just acrylic paint, just normal acrylic paint that you get from a craft store, and I just painted the whole entire thing with it, and including the inside that you see through the cellophane kind of window. Yeah, and I just painted it all really with just one layer of the pink paint. Next I needed some decoration, so what I did was I printed out some pictures of squishies from Google, and then I realised my printer was completely out of ink, so I had to kind of colour them in after, so that's exactly what I did here. You can also like draw them, do whatever you want to decorate your vending machine, but like I said, I just wanted some actual pictures of squishies that I like, so yeah, I just had to colour some of these in and improvise a little bit. I think my printer was actually out of yellow ink, I think that's why everything turned kind of pink and blue in weird places, so yeah, I just kind of coloured them in and made them nice and neat and just cut them out. To make some signs and wording and stuff for the vending machine, I just drew this out from scratch using a Crayola Super Tip marker, and I just wrote the word squishy, and then I took a silver leafing pen and then just did loads of like silver bubble all around it to make it nice and metallic. I also did this for a couple other words like vending machine, like prize, an arrow, a £1 sign and stuff like that, and I did that off camera because you know, you don't need to see how it's done because I'm kind of showing you here how I did the squishy one. But yeah, I just made up some signs. You can obviously do this in whatever colour you want. You can also print these out if you want to. Just do whatever you want to kind of decorate your vending machine. As you can see here, here's all the bits that I did make. So what I did was I coloured in that side bit of the turning kind of wheel in a silver, and then I made a little arrow on the cellophane to make sure that it was the right way up, and I stuck my like new kind of decorated piece on top with an arrow on so that the arrows were facing the same way. This is so that I know when it's like reset, so that I'm ready to rumble with another prize. What I then did was I just went round all the little kind of bits with the silver pen, and then I stuck on the pictures of the squishy all around the bits kind of where those V's were on the inside to like disguise them. I then went ahead and just stuck on all the other little signs that I made with some hot glue. I stuck the prize obviously on the prize door and then the squishy vending machine bit at the top so that it was kind of like a nice title for the actual machine itself. I then got super into that silver leafing pen and just kind of decorated it all around. I don't know why I did this. I did this on my last one, I think. I used a gold one, so this time I was like, I'm going to use silver, and I just kind of decorated it because I really like how like this metallic feel like looks and stuff. I feel like it looks more expensive and kind of like I've put a lot of money into it or maybe even bought it. Like I just feel like it gives it a really nice touch. So then all I did was pop the toy capsules inside of the vending machine and just pop the lid on, and it was complete. So all I had to do to get the prize out was just turn it 360 degrees. Obviously you don't have to put money in it, but I just like that little feature. Just, you know, I think it just makes it look the part. Yeah, so all you have to do is turn that knob and then two little prizes pop out down the bottom. I did originally want it to be one, but for some reason two just kept popping out every single time, so that's what it does. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't go into it too much, but if you want a video for me like explaining it a little bit more, showing it a little bit more, just ask below. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!